So as you all know, I have not been afraid to be critical of Miami Dolphins starting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. You know, I've always felt that Tua coming out of Alabama was a little bit overrated. You know, I liked him as a prospect, but I just wasn't on the Tua's a generational talent bandwagon. He's the next Drew Brees. He's the next Russell Wilson. He's a can't-miss prospect. If he was healthy, he'd be the #1 quarterback taking over Joe Burrow. I was not on that train. I was not in those group of people that felt that highly of Tua. I felt Tua had an average arm coming out of Alabama. I felt he was very injury prone. I felt that he was a little bit of a product of the talent around him. And I saw Tua not look good versus Clemson in the national title game versus Trevor Lawrence. I saw Tua not look good versus the University of Georgia in the SEC title game. I saw him struggle versus Mississippi State back in 2018 when Tua Tagovailoa faced very good defenses throughout his college career at Alabama. At times he struggled. I just felt that he was not as good as people thought he was. I didn't think that he would overall become a great NFL quarterback. I felt that he'd be good, but not great. And I think the Miami Dolphins fans have kind of, overrated Tua to a certain degree so far this season, because it's been so long since they've had a great franchise quarterback that they're kids at a candy store when they evaluate Tua Tagovailoa. And I think that they've kind of, overrated his performance as a rookie up to this point. And recently, I said Tua Tagovailoa is a game-managing quarterback with an average arm. And I stand by that statement. However, I wanted to address the good things about Tua Tagovailoa's game, and I wanted to kind of, bring up the positives in regards to Tua Tagovailoa, because I do think that he has a chance to have a very long, productive NFL career. So what do I like about Tua Tagovailoa? The thing that I probably like most about Tua Tagovailoa is his mental makeup. I'm pretty confident that Tua Tagovailoa will do everything in his power to physically become the best possible quarterback he can become. Tua Tagovailoa is a guy that's going to be the first guy in and the last guy out. There are reports that the coaching staff says he lives in the film room. He has great study habits. They believe that he's mature beyond his years. He's a grown-up. And listen, you look at some of the other guys that have failed in the NFL recently. You look at Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins, when he got released by Washington, Dwayne Haskins has a big, strong arm, a much stronger arm than Tua Tagovailoa. But because Dwayne Haskins, had some off-field issues, because there were some whispers about his work ethic being questioned at times, he's cut. He no longer has a job right now. Sure, he'll probably get a second opportunity, and we'll see what Dwayne Haskins does with it. I do believe that Dwayne Haskins has a chance to still become a great quarterback, but you get the point. Tua Tagovailoa, between the ears, upstairs, he's got it. Mentally, I believe Tua Tagovailoa is all the way there. He's fully invested. He's all in, and he is a quarterback that is capable of leading a group of men. Not to mention, I also like the fact that Tua Tagovailoa is pretty accurate. Tua Tagovailoa doesn't make as many big plays as your Justin Herberts or the Patrick Mahomes or the Aaron Rodgers of the world, but Tua Tagovailoa is a chain mover. He just likes to take what the defense gives him. He hits his open wide receivers. He does not miss very many open opportunities. If you give Tua Tagovailoa an open wide receiver, 9 times out of 10, he's going to hit that open wide receiver. He does not miss opportunities. There are some throws that he's incapable of making down the field, but for the most part, if the guy's open and the coaches draw something up, Tua Tagovailoa is going to find the open man, and he's going to hit the open man. And his ball placement is actually very, very good. When he throws a slant route, he hits his wide receivers in stride. He throws a very catchable football, and that allows his wide receivers to have great yards after the catch and make plays for him, And the common denominator of a great quarterback is they're accurate. You know, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, they're very accurate. You look at some of the quarterbacks that are super talented but have sort of underachieved or, you know, not performed at the highest level at times. You look at the Cam Newtons of the world, the Jameis Winstons of the world, the Mitchell Trubisky's of the world. You know, it's a trend. Those guys aren't very accurate. You know, Cam Newton's been to a Super Bowl. He's sort of an exception, but a big reason why Cam Newton is not succeeding at a high level in New England and why at times he has not been able to repeat the performance he had in 2015 where he was dynamic and arguably the best quarterback in all of football just in that single season is just because Cam Newton, he's not consistently been an accurate thrower of the football. That's always been the biggest knock on Cam Newton. He's not the most accurate guy. Tua is consistently accurate, and he takes what the defense gives him. He's very safe. And the thing about Tua is sometimes he's not going to win the shootouts with the Patrick Mahomes of the world. Sometimes he's not going to be able to go against the Aaron Rodgers of the world and beat those guys. But one thing's for sure is this. Tua Tagovailoa is not going to lose you the game more times than not. You know, he's going to make the right plays. He's going to take what the defense gives him. And listen, if this Miami Dolphins defense continues to hold teams to under 25 points, and they can hold teams to 17, 20, 23 points, and all Tua needs to do is go out there and manage the game and only score about 24 to 25 points, the Miami Dolphins are going to win a lot of games, and dare I say, maybe, just maybe, they can make a Super Bowl run. I said earlier that I'm not confident Tua can go to a Super Bowl, and I'm not confident he can win a Super Bowl at this moment, but if there's new evidence down the line that presents itself, I'm willing to change my mind. And also, you can't deny this, Tua Tagovailoa, he's 6-2 so far as a rookie. The one thing you could say about Tua is he wins games. We could talk about Tua's lack of arm strength. We could talk about the fact that he's not the greatest athlete. We could talk about his physical limitations all we want, but if the guy continues to win football games, does it really matter? And listen, Tua, he's got a chance to beat a very good Buffalo Bills team this week, and if he beats that team, the Miami Dolphins are gonna get to the playoffs. And if Tua Tagovailoa can lead Miami to the playoffs, I say his rookie season is a big-time success, okay? And also, I think that I've been a little harsh on Tua just because when I look at the grand scheme of things, Tua Tagovailoa had no preseason games, had no OTAs. He has good weapons in Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki, but it's not like he has elite weapons to throw to. And not to mention, he's coming off a major injury. He's just now starting to get his feet wet again. It's been a long time since Tua has played meaningful football, and he's now starting to get more and more comfortable as the season progresses, and you've seen it. You've seen the progression from Tua, you know. He seems to be getting better and better, and look, I'm not a fan of Brian Flores benching Tua on multiple occasions because it kind of shows me that the coaching staff is not all in on Tua's ability to rescue them from evil. I kind of question if Brian Flores thinks greatness is within Tua Tagovailoa's DNA, just because if you think that Tua gives you the best chance to win, you'll keep him in these games, and you'll see what he has, and you'll see if he can come back versus the Broncos. You'll see if he can come back versus the Raiders. You cannot keep babying Tua Tagovailoa and putting in Ryan Fitzpatrick every time the guy struggles. However, I will say, Tua, he's had a pretty good rookie season. He should be in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's not going to win it. Justin Jefferson or Justin Herbert definitely deserved the award over him. Joe Burrow was playing at a higher level before he got hurt than Tua Tagovailoa. But yeah, Tua, you can't deny the fact that Tua, he's pretty accurate, doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, and the bottom line is he's winning football games. So we'll see what the future holds for Tua Tagovailoa, but these are the traits that I believe will allow Tua Tagovailoa to become a great quarterback one day. You know, the things I mentioned, you know, the accuracy, him not making mistakes, him making game-winning plays, him not turning the football over, him studying in the film room, his teammates loving him. Really the only question about Tua Tagovailoa is this. Will he be able to elevate under pressure when it matters most. Because this Miami Dolphins coaching staff is putting Tua in a great position to succeed and win football games. And this defense, they're young, they're athletic, and they have a chance to get better and better as a unit. So listen, the Miami Dolphins have a chance to become a special football team one day, meaning I could very well see them maybe getting to a Super Bowl one day if things break their way. However, if they're going to win that Super Bowl, if they're going to capitalize on this window, Tua Tagovailoa will need to elevate under pressure. We shall see if Tua Tagovailoa is capable of doing that in the near future. We'll have our answers very soon. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God-blessed day, and I'm out.